What is up, everybody? Welcome to WrestleBuddy. I am Bobby from Bobby's Breakdown, joined by Alex from WrestleBuddy and Xero News from Xero News.
Yeah.
You like that, don't you? We'll cut out that first 10 seconds, don't worry. That's the good part about not going live. Welcome, everybody, to another weekly episode of Let Us Talk to You. Or I did mix that up, darn it. All right, Let Us Talk to You. Sorry, my fault. But on top for today, we are going to discuss Bray Wyatt, Blood and Guts. That was an interesting show. We were discussing some Bloodline stuff, Dominic Mysterio. I don't know who reported he was coming back, so you guys are going to have to help me with that one.
I know who it was.
Oh, it was your best friend Sean Ross Sapp, wasn't it?
No, it was me.
Even worse.
He reported like 2 months ago. That Bray is coming at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Who did? Xero?
Yeah, I did,
Yeah.
Well, he didn't specify what year.
Yeah.
Bray will show up at SummerSlam 2024 and Xero's like, I told you it was SummerSlam. So it was you. Interesting. So I don't believe it.
Yes, it was.
Bray Wyatt has been gone since what? February or March? I know it was right before Mania, just not sure of the month. I know he did the Rumble. Maybe late February, early March. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I remember Uncle Howdy beat up Bobby Lashley, and that was that. Or did Bobby Lashley beat up Uncle Howdy? I don't even know. I have a feeling it's not Roman J, so I'm gonna lead Cody Bray.
Yeah.
Cody Brock.
Yeah.
Like Cody wins and then Bray Wyatt just attacks him.
Well, yeah.
But because... I have one thing in this, that if he attacks Cody, then Bray have to win the rivalry, because in the end, if Cody will win, then what is the need of this rivalry?
I'm good with it. Cody can lose every match going forward forever, and I'd be okay with it.
I mean, this is somebody pointed this out to me the other day, obviously after we brought it up as well, in relation to this. The other day on Raw, obviously Cody mentioned finally that he's going through hard times. Now, obviously, the old hard times storyline, when they done it a while back, which was I can't remember what it was, but when they done that one last time, they obviously lost every single match leading up to WrestleMania or something like that, and it was like every single big match and every single big feud they lost. So it seems like they're setting Cody up again for that, for the hard times thing, go through, take all the losses, and then win, let's say, Elimination Chamber or something like that, or the Rumble, or, something like that, really. The reason as well why there's a lot of speculation that it's Cody is because Dusty was Bray's mentor when he was Husky Harris in NXT, and of course Bray is all to do with storylines, so it's all to do with that. Plus, as well, I don't know whether it's a real account, but there's an account going around at the moment. It's the Uncle Howdy account. Now, I don't know whether that's an actual real account or whatever, but quite interestingly, it randomly tweeted out the words Mr. Rhodes and then deleted the tweet. Yeah, so it literally just tweeted out the words Mr. Rhodes, and then literally within 10 minutes, the tweet was deleted. So it was like, I don't know whether that is actually a real account. I don't know what it is, but I mean, if it is a real account, then they've obviously just dropped that like massively. So.
And there is a lot of history between Cody and Bray.
Yeah. So that's what it. Yeah.
The OG NXT days, Cody was his pro.
Yeah.
So, Now, obviously, it was Husky Harris then, but you could still play it into that.
Yeah, I mean, it's blatantly going to be Cody. It can't be anybody else other than Cody, can it? Really, it's got to be. Like, they're not going to have him face Roman, because if Bray faces Roman, Bray's taking a loss, which you're not going to have Bray. You're not going to have Bray take that first loss back, are you? That first match back, he's not going to take a loss against Roman, especially.
Orton.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day,
Roman to end the show. That's all I know.
All right, okay.
I think that if Bray is going to attack Cody and they have to start a rivalry, then Bray should squash Cody in the next pay-per-view.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. And then Cody gets released from WWE, goes to Impact. We're good to go. I don't watch Impact, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Cody Rhodes this WWE, A-okay with me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, correct. Yeah. When we move on to something else later on, I've got something that I want to bring up, so it's fine. Don't worry. I was just reading something. Yeah.
We'll see about that. When is the Saudi show? It's November, right?
November. Yeah.
November or October?
No, I think it's November.
That 4th? Did I remember that correctly?
Might be. I think.
I think so.
It's something like that. I believe it is something like that. Yeah, 4th of November.
Okay.
So you got Payback. What's October?
Next month. No, September.
Payback's next month. They haven't announced anything for October yet.
2nd of September is Payback, I think so.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, are they really going to have Cody?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they want to stack these pay-per-views, Cody versus Bray, Orton versus Roman. I mean, that's speculation, of course. Oh, Fastlane's October.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no more Extreme Rules, huh?
No. Yeah, but Triple H wants to get rid of branded pay-per-views. Right, the gimmicky pay-per-views.
Did you just say thingy?
Thingy, yeah. Paul.
Okay.
Mr.
Well, I mean, he made Extreme Rules such a big deal last year. I was like, oh, maybe this will be like a 6th biggest pay-per-view or something.
Yeah, no.
Extreme Rules, Hell in a Cell, all are gone.
Yeah, it's because he's retired them. That's why he made them so big last year. Is because it was the final level ones. He's getting rid of them basically. So that's what it is. That's why he made such a big deal of it. So yeah, they've all gone. TLC's gone. The lot basically.
Well, TLC hasn't been around in a few years, right?
Yeah, but he's not bringing it back either. He doesn't like gimmicks. Doesn't like the gimmick pay-per-views. So
well, didn't he do Elimination Chamber earlier this year? Didn't he?
Yeah, but Elimination Chamber's
That's
one of the major pay-per-views out though, because that obviously has stipulations in it, doesn't it? For like
true. Now that I'm thinking about it, what was it? Backlash was in May.
Because of course you got to think the two gimmick ones which they can't get rid of will be Money in the Bank and Elimination Chamber. Because
and
of course
Royal Rumble, technically.
And Royal Rumble, yeah.
They make Elimination Chamber as No Way Out if they want to. They can make No Way Out in place of Elimination.
I'll be cool with No Way Out again.
Yeah. Well, there was rumors for it, but then they didn't want to do it because of the original plan was obviously it was going to be in Saudi Arabia, wasn't it? It was in Saudi Arabia, wasn't it? Elimination Chamber, and they didn't want to make it that you can only do that. It was called No Way Out in Saudi Arabia because of the country and all the recent history from there. That's what it was.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Obviously, if you think about it, yeah. So that's why they decided to change it, because it was meant to be No Way Out, and then because of course it was posted in Saudi Arabia, you know.
Understood.
And then so we got the rest of the pay-per-views for the rest of the year: SummerSlam, Payback, Fastlane. I assume Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, and then that's it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Armageddon, maybe they are bringing back Armageddon for December. Maybe.
They don't do December pay-per-views anymore, right?
No, not for the minute. They might bring back Starrcade, but that's about it.
Oh yeah. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
But even that, it's like, whatever.
Have you guys ever thought that if Bray returns, instead of Cody or Roman, he attack Finn Balor, who just won the title from Rollins, and revealed as the new leader of Judgment Day?
Could do, yeah.
Nah, I don't. It's not my. I mean, I understand why people want it, but Judgment Day isn't too like what Bray is, like creepy, ghost thing.
Yes.
I think Judgment Day's fine. I think Judgment Day's hot right now, and they're doing well on their own props to him.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it, but that's just me.
Yeah, it obviously depends because JD McDonough was meant to be going into it, wasn't he? But obviously that's I think that's been scrapped there as well because of it also.
Yeah, it's on hold, I think so. Yeah, we saw a report. It's on hold.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's all right. But it's
What's next on tap, Alex? What do you want to talk about?
Blood and Guts is fine.
Oh,
Bobby can talk
your
about
favorite.
Xero.
Your favorite.
Xero, what's your opinion? You have the floor, my friend.
Just scrap the entire show. Scrap the entire show, scrap the entire program, scrap the entire company. There we go. That's my input on it. There we go. That's
So I enjoyed Blood and Guts last year much better.
Yeah, I agree.
There's people climbing the cages last year. I believe the match ended on top of the cage last year, if I remember correctly.
But don't forget, Chris Jericho got massively injured, didn't he, by falling on cardboard? So
How
was that last year or was that the year before?
Yeah,
it was last year.
But how badly was he injured? Because he still did.
He was massively injured,
No, still 3 weeks later he did Stadium Stampede.
Oh, yeah,
so he could have been that hurt.
Yeah, but he was claiming he was that injured. Oh, it was bad.
Well, Jericho claims a lot.
Yeah, he was claiming it big time.
And Jericho didn't fall on cardboard. He just he fall very politely in a sofa, like couch.
Yeah, it's like all you gotta do is just make the camera not zoom in on what he fell into, and it's like, oh. Yeah, but no.
But if you guys noticed, this year Blood and Guts was much more toned down violence, very less blood than
There's
last.
still a lot of blood. Well, last year was brutal. There was Moxley blood. Well, today doesn't end why. So
Moxley every day he just bleed.
Yeah. Didn't Takeshita bleed? I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. Wheeler Yuta. No. Wheeler Yuta definitely bled.
Yuta bleed last 1 or 2 minutes.
When he was being choked out. Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody on the Elite blood?
No. I think Kenny Omega slightly. Kenny Omega was slightly bleeding. That's it. Last year or last year, every year it was like everybody was taking shower in blood. It was like that.
Props to Omega and Claudio for going the distance in that match. Well done. My cardio would not be able to handle that. Because I'm like, oh, these guys are starting, and I'm in my head, I'm like, these are probably the two best guys to start the match. I did like when Hangman and Omega had that moment when they hit their combo finisher when they were back as the tag team in the day, because I loved them as tag champs. I thought that was great. The Kota Ibushi thing, I'm not a New Japan.
It was bad.
I don't know.
For me, it was.
Yeah.
That
was whatever for me. It was cool to see Pac again, but I don't know what Pac's doing now because, spoiler alert, he lost to Claudio Friday night for the ROH title. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But Blood and Guts, it had its moments for sure. But I didn't like Pac leaving. I'm okay with Takeshita leaving because it's a Callis call. So it's Callis is like, all right, I'm protecting my investment. Let's get out of here. That puts heat on Callis and Takeshita, and I'm okay with that. Long run, that's okay. But you removed Pac just to get a ROH title match Friday. I didn't like Pac leaving. Takeshita, completely fine with. That's to just get him hated even more. But what else happened? Kenny Omega, that bed of nails. Did you see that spot?
Yeah.
Oh, Xero, did you happen to see it?
No, I didn't know.
No, it was Moxley. It was Moxley in the bed of nails. Mox.
Yeah, well, Moxley threw Omega into it first, then Moxley went into it.
Yeah.
But so, Xero, the bed of nails is set up in the corner. Moxley throws Omega into it. So Omega hits it. He bounces off of it, and you could tell he's hurting because obviously it's going to hurt. But then the bed of nails fell on him again, onto his back. So, you can prepare for that pain. But when your back is turned and it falls on you, you saw him like scream and jump, and I can't blame him. But he was like, "Oh!" It was like you could tell his reaction was genuine, and thumbtacks, glass. What's his name? Ibushi was no selling the thumbtacks after the match, and I'm like, "You're a lunatic."
For me, the most brutal part was when Mox was laying down in the bed of nails and Ibushi standing moonsault healed the standing. That was very brutal.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna front these guys for doing this stuff because I would never in a million years. So if you're gonna take a slam on the thumbtacks or on glass, I will not be making fun of you now because that's ballsy. I wouldn't do it, but I don't know. I feel like there's just something missing to Blood and Guts. I'm not sure what it was. Again, anybody who took a crazy spot like Omega Moxley, hats off to you. You're a tough son of a you-know-what. Yeah. But I don't know. Something was just missing to me. I'm not sure. Maybe if Danielson was in it, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Danielson was not there. And another thing, this match happened right after when AEW revealed that they are banning several things. So maybe things doesn't get approved for the match. That's why it was very toned down.
True. I did forget about that. That could be a reason.
Yeah. And the worst thing in the match that I personally didn't like, which like actually kills the entire rivalry thing, like kayfabe thing. Right after the match, they shake hands and then they cut a promo like we respect each other. Dude, you guys are fucking up each other from the past 4 to 5 months. You guys are hating each other. And right after one match, you guys shake hands. Okay, fine. All good. That doesn't make sense.
I'm just happy the feud's over. I'm just happy it's over. I was tired of it. So me knowing they shook hands, I'm like, all right, good. It's over. I'm done with them. So that's luckily.
If it's over, it's fine. But they shouldn't do these things that after like this kind of brutal rivalry, they shake hands. It doesn't feel good. Actually, it doesn't feel good. But Cookie Khan's company, so what you can say?
Cookie Khan.
Cookie Khan. Oh man, I saw that man live in Atlantic City last year. He came out. He was hyped up on energy drinks. Let's just say that.
We'll say that.
Oh, he came out and he was stomping his feet. He was yelling. He's like, Atlantic City, and I'm like, who is this? And then I look at the top of the ramp and I'm like, oh, that's who that is.
Have you guys seen when Tony Khan appears in NXT? He was doing like this.
Oh yeah. I do remember that.
That was best thing.
Yeah, that same night I saw Tony Khan was that same night I almost had a wrestling match with John Moxley. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex, this story. I went to Rampage in Atlantic City. It's a place in New Jersey last year. And I'm trying to find my way back to my seats. So it's either to go right or to go left. And I'm like, all right, what's the worst that could happen if I go right? I go right, I turn the corner. Who do I pretty much come face to face to? John Moxley. And I'm like, hey. He's like, what's up? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here. And then one security guard is saying, hey, I think you turned the wrong way. Didn't get up to come get me. Nothing. But then I get back to my seats and I'm like, hey, Moxley's here. And they're like, and this was when Moxley was world champion. And they were like, my friends were like, what are you talking about? Moxley's here. And then his music hit and they were like, how did you know? I'm like, well, I ran into him. I was like, went the wrong way. I ran into him. He wasn't bleeding backstage though. That was the weird part. That was the weird part. But yeah, yeah, Blood and Guts. I don't know. I liked it better last year. This is the third Blood and Guts, I believe.
Yeah.
I think so. Yes.
I believe so. Yeah.
The Elite finally got their Blood and Guts match after 3 years.
Yeah.
With the exception of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, but to segue off of Blood and Guts a little, the best thing on AEW TV, Mr. MJF and Adam Cole winning the Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament. I pray to God they win the tag titles.
Yeah.
And just go on a tear.
Same here.
Because this thing has been phenomenal. And MJF is great. And I'm meeting him in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't wait to get roasted. Knowing my luck, he'll be the nicest guy.
Probably.
Knowing my luck, yeah.
Your luck, yeah.
Or he'll just do it behind my back. He'll be like... But no, I think it's phenomenal what they're doing. And I really hope they delay it to like November, December. Then you have Cole beat Cole beat MJF, and then MJF leaves probably.
I'm hoping the same, because if they break up the team before this London pay-per-view, it'll like sour thing.
You could easily. Oh wait, the tag title match is next Saturday. I was gonna say this would be a way around it. You could have delay it. You could have MJF and Cole beat FTR in the main event at the London show. Then you would turn around and MJF would defend against somebody. I don't know. Yeah. But like, maybe that's what they do. Maybe MJF and Cole defend the belts in the main event at London, and then MJF faces somebody in All Out in Chicago.
It might be.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I would do it. I wouldn't break them up. I would give them the belts. I don't really care for FTR. Like, listen, they're great in ring, but they have a personality of a wet sponge. Like, no, like, no charisma, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
But like MJF and Cole, like, did you see them at the restaurant, Alex? The scene where they're about to double clothesline the waiter.
Yeah.
And, and they both start drinking because the food's so hot.
They are doing a great job. And another thing that is very surprising, that the sales of the merchandise of this Better Than You Baby t-shirts, and they broke the record, like the last year's total sale of AEW merchandise, and this only tees break entire record of the last year's sales. That is huge.
I'm not shocked whatsoever. As soon as they debuted that shirt, I was like, I'm not gonna buy it because I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it's a phenomenal shirt. And then Xero, they went out to dinner on Wednesday, and they're eating like this hot food. And they're like, oh God, we need water. So they start drinking. They're like, God, this water tastes funny. And the waiter's like, that's 100% alcohol. Billy Gunn, Saturday night, last night, Newark, New Jersey, my home. Everybody's gonna boo. Yeah, I know. They lost the trios title match to the
clean shaved Malachi Black.
I almost said they lost to the Dark Order. They lost to House of Black. Jeez, I could not.
Men in
remember
Black.
Men in Black. Yeah. They lost to a cuck, Malachi Black, and never mind. I won't say anything about Brody King. I don't want to upset some people, but I'm sure you know where I'm going with that one. Xero knows where I'm going with that one.
Yeah, I do. Oh yes, I do.
The scumbag Brody King. There we go. Yes. That's what I'll leave it at.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. Did I screenshot it? I'm not sure if I did.
I don't know whether you did or whatever. I can't remember.
Interesting. Oh wait, here we go. Nope, I didn't screenshot it. Okay. I'll just go to Twitter. Yeah, Malachi Black has a new look, and I watched all of Collision last night, and I had no idea. So I clearly wasn't paying enough attention. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, come on, Twitter. Why are you doing this to me? Hold on. 1 minute. There we go. There we go. A little weird, but fun fact, when we were off stream earlier, Alex showed me that photo, and I said, why are you showing me a photo of Eric Young? Because it does kind of look like him. Yeah, they lost to House of Black. He's got a new haircut. Brody King's still a scumbag. Buddy Murphy's still a cop. So, you know, it's interesting. I'm sorry, Buddy Matthews. Sorry. And if you don't like what I'm saying about these people, hit up Xero's DMs.
No, don't hit
mine. Don't hit mine.
Our complaints department is Bobby's breakdowns on Twitter.
Well, you'll have a lot of messages just opened and not responded to.
Yeah, what I'm right.
But Billy Gunn did leave his boots in the middle of the ring. I don't think this is real. I don't see this as the place him going out.
It is just a beginning of a storyline.
Yeah, I mean Billy Gunn for 56, 57.
Yeah,
he's in incredible shape. So
yeah.
He could probably still go. I wouldn't be surprised. But nice guy. I think I said this to Alex and Xero off stream. I wouldn't be surprised if they get one more shot and Billy Gunn says, if I lose, I will retire. And then they win the belts.
Yeah.
Billy gets one more title run with the Acclaimed, then he'll retire whenever they lose it.
Or maybe this match will happen at this Wembley show in front of
that could maybe that's the main event. Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be. Yeah. I mean, it's possible, isn't it? So...
That'll make sense.
Yeah. I mean,
that'll make sense.
Like I said, but Billy, see, some people hate these old guys wrestling, but Billy Gunn has put people over in AEW plenty of times.
Yeah. I mean, he's not Chris Jericho.
Whoa.
He's not Chris Jericho.
He's not CM Punk. No. Wait. Hold on. How does Jericho not put anyone over? Please enlighten me. Come on.
I don't know.
Alex, how does Jericho not put anybody over?
Jericho?
Yeah.
Who he put it over? All the time he just win.
Starks, Kingston, MJF.
Starks. No. Starks, I'll say no because Starks is nowhere. Now CM Punk actually put him over.
Well, no,
in this
but
Owen Hart
he put
final.
Starks over earlier this year.
It was very lame kind of.
Well, that's not Jericho's fault. He still lost to him.
No, it's Jericho's fault. That's it.
What? No. Kingston, what did I say? Starks, MJF a couple times. Action Andretti. What are you gonna say about that one?
You say a name that I don't even remember who the fuck this guy is.
Exactly. And Jericho lost to him on TV. Exactly. Jericho puts people over.
God.
That's that. CM Punk doesn't. What? Oh, he put over Starks. Jericho did it first. It also took 2 years for CM Punk to lose a match.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, the only time he lost the title was because he was injured. He didn't even lose to a person.
Yeah. Still he's a champion.
Who?
CM Punk. He didn't lose his title. He got injured.
Xero boot him from the thing. We're done. We don't like CM Punk here.
How can I do that?
You're all right. Figure it out. We don't like CM Punk here. That's for sure. Yeah. Anyway.
I love CM Punk.
What did I just say? LA Knight, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, all no-goes. That's strike 3. Right, Xero?
No, I'm alright.
Alright. Yeah, I figured as much. Xero would turn on me for a McChicken.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No, but still, I would. It's got the word chicken in it, so I would. It's food.
He said no. It's like a $1 sandwich from McDonald's.
Okay, fair enough.
So you still would?
Yeah, I still would, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, all no-goes in my zone. Cody Rhodes never put anybody over either.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So
He's
guys
putting
just
Brock Lesnar over. He's putting Brock Lesnar over.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
been one of those.
No, wait, hold on. Backtrack. Hold on. He said Jericho put Starks over, but Starks didn't need it. Does Brock Lesnar need it?
Yeah, he does. Brock's the next upcoming thing in WWE, if you've not heard.
Yeah, at 45 years
He's
old.
the next big thing.
Yes.
He's the next big thing.
The next big thing.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar at 45 years old or whatever he is. I'm going to look up his
Yeah,
age
he's the next
just
big
for the
thing.
hell of it.
Don't forget, Vince likes his old guys and his legends, so, so there's, that's what it is.
Oh, my goodness.
He's coming on, isn't he? Really,
Oh, he's 46. I was wrong.
Yeah, well, still.
Yeah. He just turned 46 like 10 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
So we mentioned Bray Wyatt. We mentioned Billy God. Mentioned Blood and Guts. What's up next?
Tribal Combat.
Tribal Combat, yeah.
Tribal Combat. Which, fun fact, I didn't even know it was called that until about
I've got something I want to bring up.
40 minutes ago.
I've got something I want to bring up on this.
Who gave you permission to speak?
I did.
Alex boot him. That's it. You know what? Boot both yourselves. I've had enough of this Jericho slander. And, I love Chris Jericho. I always will. And, the first of all, they're saying we love CM Punk. No, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, Zero's just talking out of turn. I'll handle this myself. I'll edit it myself. You don't want to see that, but all right. Go
The
for
power's
it,
gone
Zero.
to your head, Bobby. This is why I don't ever let you have the power on uncut. The
Yeah,
power's
that's
to your
true.
head.
I would ban you so quickly. If you were just to disagree with me, I'd be like, swipe. All right. We tried that and he failed.
Yeah. Right. Well,
what
what I
you
want
got
to bring
on
up.
tribal combat? Tribal
Right.
combat. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
right. Well, along with obviously the rules for it, I got told something earlier was obviously it says that no family members can interfere at SummerSlam. So that obviously means that Solo cannot help Roman for it. Now,
Jimmy can't help Jay.
Well, yeah, Jimmy can't help Jay, but right, there's one interesting fact here as well. Is if you think about it, they've said family cannot interfere in the tribal combat match. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right. Paul Heyman isn't family. I'll leave you with that. Basically.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Heyman isn't family, and the reason why I'm saying this, carry on. Go for it.
Does Paul Heyman really get involved anyway?
Yeah, but the whole thing is right, and this is the whole thing. This is what somebody said to me earlier on. They go, think about it this way. They go, the bloodline has never been about Roman versus anyone. It's always been about Roman versus Heyman. Without Heyman, there's no bloodline. There's no Roman as champ, no Heyman, no sellout of Lesnar, and that. Basically, it was they only started the bloodline after Heyman joined up with Roman for it. So obviously the whole thing is about the bloodline started technically with Heyman and Roman. That's how it all started out. Because before Heyman got involved, they were obviously acknowledging that they were cousins and stuff, but they never teamed up together and stuff like that. So the whole thing is like, yes, Heyman started the bloodline, and potentially Heyman can end the bloodline quite like that because he's the masterpiece behind Roman and those titles. As long as Roman's got Heyman by his side, then Heyman is the glue that's holding it all together, and Heyman's the reason why Roman still has all those titles. Well, why Roman still has the title. If Heyman just decides, I don't want to be with Roman anymore, bang, done. Roman's lost, done. And there is something there that that's all I got told was just keep an eye out on it. And it's where I said Heyman isn't family. Just bear that in mind when they said that that family is banned from ringside and cannot get involved in the match. So that's quite interesting. Because even if he doesn't get directly involved with the match, he could throw something in the ring. He could, do some of that. Can he cause a disqualification or something, or something like that, really, isn't it? If you think about it. So, yeah. Or anyone outside the family as well could join in. I mean, I don't know who it would be for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia Jax. Yeah, we've got Nia out there.
Remove
I mean,
yourself,
she's fought men before, so that.
Please.
Nia Jax and Tamina, they'll come back.
No. I'll do you one better. Nia Jax and Brandy Rhodes. Let's do it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I hate
Come on,
Brandy
Alex,
Rhodes.
No. You're a big Brandy Rhodes fan. I know you're having merch.
No.
I've trust me, I know the truth. Trust me. Brandy Rhodes and Nia Jax. Let's start it up, baby. Let's do it.
No.
If I have to be tortured, so do you.
Yeah.
That's how this is gonna go.
God. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that was just something that I wanted to bring up. Obviously, was about Heyman. So yeah, there's just food for thought for everyone out there. Really.
SummerSlam's a little under 2 weeks away. 2 weeks from yesterday. So.
At time of recording. Yeah.
At the time of recording, yes, we are. Yes. Good call.
So you guys think that this bloodline saga will be over in this SummerSlam, or it will continue for like 1 or 2 months more?
I think they're setting up for Jay versus Jimmy.
Mm.
Wait,
I also think the same.
Yeah, if the family can't get involved.
Well, the Roman side of the bloodline thing will be done, I reckon. So obviously, once this is done, because of course Roman's disappearing again after SummerSlam for a little bit, so he'll be gone again between SummerSlam and Survivor Series. He'll be gone, so and then of course, then the next match on the cards, there's a rumor that they're going to do Roman versus Seth at SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Sorry,
Survivor Series.
Yeah. Survivor Series. They want to set that one up.
And in Crown Jewel, this Saudi show, definitely Roman will be there in Saudi show.
Yeah,
Roman
definitely.
versus Goldberg.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, so he'll do Saudi and Survivor Series. That's when he'll be back for. But he's not going to be working Payback. He's not working whatever else it is. So yeah, he's not doing those shows.
So he's not doing Fastlane or Payback?
No, he's not doing Fastlane or Payback.
So perfect. Have Orton RKO him on the show. Then you could do Orton versus Roman at Crown Jewel.
Something like that, yeah. Or something like that. Well, that's what it is
Or
at the moment.
maybe Bobby versus Roman at Crown Jewel.
Me versus Roman. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'll take him down. I'll just pull him by the hair. That's what I gotta do.
From what's reported so far is Roman isn't working it. Roman's not working those 2 pay-per-views at all.
It's not working Payback. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's not doing them because
Payback and Fastlane, right?
Yeah, because the initial thought was that it was going to be Roman versus Bray potentially at Payback, but then it came out to say that Roman isn't actually working Payback now. So why would they do? Why would they set up Roman versus Bray? Because of course that whole thing started off then, wasn't it? Where that's where obviously Bray lost his title to Roman there and everything like that. So that's what the whole rumor was going around at first. But Roman's now not working Payback, so that's why he's going to be going for Cody and he's not going to be going for Roman, because it would make no sense because there's no payoff to it. You end up attacking Roman. What's Bray going to do then for 3 months or whatever? It's going to be just cut promos every day from the Funhouse or whatever for it. You need Roman there.
See you in November.
Yeah, stuff like that really. But yeah, it's so that's why it's going to be as that one. But yeah, so that's
You could have Orton return, RKO Roman, then he could do a feud with Riddle for 2 pay-per-views. And boom. That takes him to...
Yeah. We are forgetting though, obviously Solo is going to be there supporting Roman still, so Solo could cut some promos and that, and Solo could come out with Heyman and do a few bits and pieces.
True.
Now you've got that, and we've also as well, obviously we turned around and said, do you think it's going to be Jay versus Jimmy afterwards? Obviously again we've got Solo. You could end up having Solo versus Jay, Solo versus Jimmy over the next 2 pay-per-views. You could fill it with that. So one of them then could then be Solo versus Jimmy, and one of them Solo versus Jay, just to fill the space where there's no Roman. That could be your
Okay, I have two theories related to this thing. One is Roman lose the title to Jay.
No.
Okay. Just listen.
You know what? I listened to you haul about CM Punk. I don't need to listen. I'm the heel here.
Yeah, no, go on. Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah. So he lose the title. Then he takes some time off for like 2 months or 3 months. Then Roman comes back. He asks for the rematch. They have a rematch. And then Jimmy betrays Jay. And then it will continue till WrestleMania. Then we have Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania.
So Roman loses the belt at SummerSlam. Then Roman wins it back at Survivor Series, you're saying?
Nah, Saudi show.
Oh, Saudi show. Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah. Oh, you said November. Yeah. My fault. Yeah, I just put together Survivor Series. Oh, I don't know. So it's not a bad theory. Actually, it's horrible. Just kidding. It's not a bad theory, but like my thing is like Roman loses the belt after 3 years at this point. Then he just to get it back 3 months later. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, I feel that if they want to set up Jimmy versus Jay, then this is the possible scenario.
That is a great idea. If you're just Roman getting the belt back. That's what sucks for me. To set up Jimmy versus Jay would be incredible, but yeah. What do you think, Xero?
Sorry, I accidentally muted myself. Yeah, that's that could be I mean, it could be interesting if Jay does obviously beat Roman, but then that would add a whole lot more to it. But I can just see, because they've obviously got Seth in now as world champ and stuff, and obviously they've got that secondary belt now, that they're just going to let Roman just take the time off, and then they're just going to elevate into the US title on I almost said Intercontinental. Then they're going to elevate the US Championship on SmackDown for the 2 months or whatever. And they'll just continue to feud on, like I said, with either Solo versus Jimmy, Solo versus Jay. You know, that's what they'll do. Is they'll have Heyman and Solo. I can't speak today. I do apologise. You'll have Heyman and Solo cutting promos on, say, Jimmy and Jay and stuff, and stuff like that. Really, that's my personal thoughts. Anyway, I don't know what's going to go on, but that's just my personal thoughts on it all.
I don't mind your theory until you got to the part of Roman winning the belt back. That's where I was like, oh, please. No.
Because Roman is entering WrestleMania as champion, there are so many reports, and also definitely he's entering as champion for next year WrestleMania. So he have to win the title back. There's no other thing. If he is losing, then he have to win the title back. And related to my other theory, that Randy returns and attack Cody Rhodes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Orton attacks Cody Rhodes. Interesting.
That makes sense. For me, that makes sense other than Bray thingy.
That's one I wouldn't have thought of, but I'm definitely intrigued by that. Orton and Rhodes. Have they ever fought one-on-one?
No. Like back in the day when they were like legacy
years ago. Of course. But not, of course, never since Cody's return.
No.
I wouldn't hate it.
And this can be a big money match. It will have a very big feud.
And you could do a best of 3.
Yeah.
Randy wins the first one, Cody wins the next 2. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that, but I'd be for it. Orton and Cody, I'd be for it. I just hope, What do you think, Xero? Unmute yourself.
I am unmuted.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, they did. There was that whole thing where they were obviously teasing Randy and Cody for WrestleMania this year, obviously, but it obviously never came to fruition in the end. So, I mean, they might replay it back. They might do that, and that could help out. But it's just the whole thing of obviously Bray's return. And again, going back to that, is where where else would you put Bray in? Like, who could Bray attack in that, and like how would they go about it? Basically, really, for it, that's the only thing with it.
Yeah,
it's short of Cody Rhodes. Because again, like I said, if he attacks Roman, you've got no payoff for that for 3 months. Because if Roman's disappearing for 2-3 months or whatever it is, you've got nothing then for Bray to do again for 2 months. And
okay, I have one thing in this. Bray interrupt the match, like this flickering the lights or something like supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
Roman get distracted. He lose the title.
Yeah.
So it makes sense because at SummerSlam only Roman comes back, take the title from the Fiend. So it makes sense.
Yeah. So,
and after he loses the title, Bray attacks him.
Yeah.
And
so best of both worlds. Roman gets the belt taken off of him. Then Bray beats him up after the match. They have a match, obviously with no title in place.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see Roman losing. That's the only thing.
That's the I know.
That's the only conundrum. I wouldn't mind Wyatt versus Reigns, obviously, if there's no title, but I just don't see.
Yeah. The other issue as well with that, from what I can see, is obviously if you're going to put that belt on Bray or whatever, or whatever it's going to be, then for a fact the second that Bray loses that title again to Roman, it's going to instantly just be Bray's buried. Bray's buried. What's the point of bringing him back? He's buried and stuff like that. So that's the risky thing. And at the end of the day, as people have said several times, Bray doesn't need a title. His whole persona isn't. It doesn't actually need that title.
He doesn't need the title.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's like, that's the whole thing is, are they going to go ahead and put the title on him and that only for him to lose it again? And then, then like I said, then you then have all the stuff then after he loses it of like, Bray's buried, Bray's lost the title, he's stuff like that basically. Because that's a risk that they end up playing if they go down that route. So it's better in my eyes just to avoid giving Bray the title. Even for a little while, maybe give it a year or two before he does it, so it basically calms down for when he's actually back, before even attempting to give him that title. Because there's no point if he has that title belt now and then loses it, everyone's going to hate it, especially after his long hiatus that he's just been on. It's not going to be good, is it? Really? That's just my personal opinion from it all. Right.
And also, we haven't really touched on this. If you send Bray after... Well, we did just touch on it a little, but it's kind of the same thing as Roman. If you send Bray after Rollins or Balor...
Yes.
You kind of have to have Bray win. And it's almost like the same thing as 2019. It's like, we're booking ourselves into a corner.
Yeah. So this is why I didn't see the best possible person for him to go up against would be Cody, because then Cody can take those losses, go down the whole, no title, go down the whole hard times route. He can play on that. They can even do it over a couple of pay-per-views again, because Triple H likes his trilogies. So again, they could do, Saudi Arabia is in 3 months or whatever it was we said. November time, isn't it? So that's three pay-per-views. So they can then potentially do, Payback. What's the other one? What we got coming up? Yeah, so you've got Payback, Fastlane, and then Saudi, and they can then do the trilogy there. So you can then have loss, win, loss, for example, for Cody, or loss, win. They could do it that way again, like what he's been doing with the Brock feud, and that's sort of doing it that way. Or they change it around and Cody has the first win, Bray takes 2 losses, but then Bray then gets the win. Oh, no, I can't see him doing that way. I can't see him having his first pay-per-view back and he loses.
It would have to be Bray wins and then Cody wins the second one. And
then tie it, for the third one in Saudi. Yeah. Because that would make sense as well, because of course Saudi Arabians love Bray as well. So, with Bray and Cody there, that would be the big money match for the event, along with obviously whatever Roman's doing for it. So, that would probably make a lot of sense if they obviously done it through that way then, for it really. It's
going to be interesting. I mean, it's one of those things I'll believe when I see it if he shows up at SummerSlam. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
And what about if Bray doesn't return at SummerSlam, he returns at SmackDown after SummerSlam and start his feud with Bobby Lashley, which was pending before Mania.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually an interesting fact. There's actually an interesting theory behind that. Is obviously that whole thing about the Wyatt 6 or whatever. Don't forget, there was plans for him to have that Wyatt 6 faction beforehand, before he obviously went off. Now, who's obviously just restarting up a faction again? If you think about it, because Lashley met up with the Prophets.
Yeah,
didn't he?
Lashley.
Yeah. So you've got Lashley and the Prophets potentially. Is also, what was he speaking to? Was he speaking to Trick and Mello? Was it? Who else?
I think it was Trick
and
Hayes. I think.
Yeah, Trick and Hayes. Yeah, Trick and Hayes. So that could be those ones. So if you think about it, then so you then have Lashley, the 2 Street Profits, and then obviously then like Trick and Hayes. So that's 5 of them. You can then
maybe
say
almost.
Maybe almost. Yeah, Omos as well.
Yeah.
So that's the 6 there. So you've got that faction of 6 to replace, because you've got to think if the bloodline's coming to an end, they're going to want more factions. So you put that faction together, and then you then bring Bray in with a couple of others. So you'll have Bray, Uncle Howdy, whack a female in there or 2, stuff like that really. And then you've then got the 2 factions in that way. Then you can then have from that. Then you can then have a couple of feuds between the stars and stuff, and do it through that way. Couldn't you, like, rather than just having 6 on 6, you could do 3 of them versus 3 of them, or like 1-on-1s and that between a few of them, isn't it? And then lead into the eventual payoff at a later pay-per-view. That's the whole thing, isn't it? Really, and that. So you've got that. So yeah. So again, Alex obviously makes a good point about the whole Brock and about the whole Bobby and Wyatt feud.
All right, I'm gonna throw out a question. Now, you cannot say Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan. What female would you want to join the Wyatt 6?
Gigi Dolan or Blair Davenport?
Yeah, that'd be one of the ones actually. Yeah, actually, I think about it from NXT.
All right, main roster star. Who would you?
Well, okay then. Right. So hang on. Right. So I'll say this one then. So there was some talks originally of what they called Isla Dawn and
Elba Fire.
Elba Fire. Those two joining Bray. That was an initial plan.
That makes sense.
Written all over.
Yeah. Now as well, there was something else as well I picked up, and that you were talking about obviously that one. Obviously we were talking about like main obviously NXT stars and that at first. There was one name which I got told was actually pitched a while back, but I don't know whether it's going to come to fruition. This one was quite interesting. Was Thea Hell. Now the whole reason behind it. Now hear me out on this one, right? They're saying think about the storyline behind it, right? Alexa joined up with Bray, didn't she? Originally, yeah. Alexa started off as a cheerleader on NXT. Thea Hell, cheerleader on NXT.
Those are 2 totally different cheerleaders.
No. But this is what it was I had a whole spill about it a couple of months back, and I can't find it now. But it was something to do with what was going to happen was then Thea was going to go dark, so they were going to like have her lose a couple of matches and that, and then have her sort of lose, because the whole thing with Bray is all to do with like mental health and stuff like that, and like going crazy and that. There's a lot of stars who don't want to do that because it's like real life stuff, whereas apparently they approached Thea and Thea said she'd be perfectly fine with it, and that, so that's what they need somebody who's done that way, and apparently Thea Hell says she'll be perfectly fine with it, because how they would obviously do it is then just have her completely snap and then join Bray. So just have her completely snap, turn dark, like really really dark from what she is now, and then obviously then sort of go down the same route as kind of Alexa, where she started off cheerleader, being all this sort of like happy jumpy person, massive face and that in the company, and then all of a sudden you just turn dark and there you are, you're then doing that way. So that was an interesting one. I can't see it happening. I can see possibly Elba Fire and Isla Dawn as the 2 possible females, if any of them to do it, because they've got personas for it, haven't they? Really, they've got.
Nikki Cross was also good. Nikki Cross was also a good option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross. Yeah.
I don't know why this name popped in my head, but Lacey Evans, I feel like she could probably do well with it.
No.
I don't know.
If she will join Wyatt, then Sergeant Slaughter will get pissed off.
Yeah, you don't
Oh
want that.
no, we don't want Sergeant Slaughter to get mad.
No, you don't. He's a legend. He follows me on Twitter, so he's a legend.
We don't want the guy. Okay. Sergeant Slaughter said it's wrong for Lacey Evans to do this gimmick, right?
Yeah.
If Lacey Evans served in the Marines, you know who didn't serve? Sergeant Slaughter. So if Lacey wants to do a Marine gimmick, she's one of the few people that have the actual right to. He's like, oh, it's just wrong. She's representing the U.S. military. She was literally in the Marines.
Yeah.
She's one of the few that should be able to do it.
Yeah.
So,
who are the guys who should join? Who are the guys who should join this Wyatt 6? In your opinions?
No.
No.
He's gone anyway.
I don't know. That's a good question, that one is really, because you need to start personas.
For me, it's Joe Gacy.
Yeah, Joe Gacy. Yeah.
Grayson Waller.
Cross. No.
Yeah.
No. Grayson Waller. No.
I love how he's like, hey, who should join? I say a name. No. You know what? No to your Karrion Cross then. Denied. Gacy could be a good one.
Who else have this kind of supernatural gimmick?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of people you can make into creepy people.
Undertaker.
The father of Wyatt.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
What?
Wyatt's father, yeah. Wyatt's father,
Somebody that needs to go heel that hasn't. Ricochet.
Yeah, might be.
If you could do, don't do Drew, because that's just. I would say Drew, but because he needs to go heel.
No.
But
Drew,
not in that way. Not in that way. Yeah. Man, now I have to look through the roster. You know, I'm sticking with Grayson Waller just because he said no. How dare you? I think Grayson Waller is great. How do we hate Grayson Waller?
Not in the hate one. I'm saying for Wyatt 6, he's not suitable.
I just think he could be like this really good. Because wasn't he one of the guys dressed up?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was.
Yeah.
He looked pretty good. Logan Paul, let's do it. No, I don't know. Oh, I know they just won the tag belts, but a woman that could be with Bray, Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Chelsea could be great with that. Yeah, for sure. Andre Chase, no. Baron Corbin?
Could work.
Yeah.
That's something. He needs something. Boa. Ooh, no, thank you. Cameron Grimes?
Might be. He might be.
Dijak.
Yeah.
The muscle.
Dijak is a very good option.
That boy is huge. Yeah, Dijak. Let's roll with it. Gable Steveson, of course. Nothing on that. Nothing on that. Gable Stevenson's retiring anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's what his announcement's going to be. You know.
We talked about it on Uncut. He's like, I'm taking a break from what?
Yeah, take a break from what? You haven't done anything.
Yeah, what are you taking
He
a
signed
break
WWE
from?
to retire. He signed WWE to retire.
He's undefeated. Let's go with it. Oh, I just thought of two names. The Creed brothers.
Yeah.
Get them some acting lessons.
Yeah.
Get them some acting lessons, but then,
Yeah.
All right, that's about it. LA Knight, sure. Get him off my TV. Nah. Otis. Oh my God, imagine that. R-Truth.
Yeah.
R-Truth. Why do you
Easy,
sound
isn't
like
he?
R-Truth? Nah. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm not R-Truth. Yeah, not at all. Yeah.
Riddick Moss
I've
could be interesting.
Yeah, I've just noticed we've gone well over the hour.
Yeah. I'll keep going.
This is what happens. See, it happens to when Bobby's doing it.
What do you mean? When
No
I'm
control,
I don't
no
have
control.
They can have the stream right now. I don't have control. Trish Stratus, put her in there. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Otis should be the leader of Wyatt 6. Otis is the perfect person.
Yeah. Well,
How about
I mean,
Viking Raiders? How about
you know.
Viking Raiders?
Yeah.
Viking Raiders and Valhalla at Wyatt 6 will be interesting.
I'm not totally into them, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They're hit or miss with me. What about Chad Gable?
Yeah.
How about Chris Jericho join Wyatt 6?
Sure.
Yeah, that'll do.
And then it turns into the Jericho 6. Wyatt gets released.
Yeah.
Jericho runs stables, baby.
Oh.
Doesn't join them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But alright, is that it for today's episode?
Yeah. Enough.
I don't got anything else.
Yeah,
Zero, you got anything else?
Yeah.
Nothing?
No, I think I'll
Alright, so with that being said... Oh, there we go. Yep, subscribe and hit the like button. Subscribe to Bobby's Breakdowns, WrestleBuddy, and I guess Zero News. Whatever.
Yep.
That guy.
I will, yeah.
What? This will be up sometime next week. Yeah, look for us on whatever day this gets dropped. We are a little over 2 weeks out from SummerSlam at the time of recording. And let us know what you thought of the show. Sometimes it just went off the rails, but that happens when Zero's here. It's his fault, not mine, and I'm sticking with it. What? Nothing. Anyway, yeah, like I said, subscribe to WrestleBuddy, subscribe to Zero News, subscribe to Bobby's Breakdowns. We got big things coming, and yeah. With that being said, I'm Bobby. I'll see you later.
Yeah, we've got a big thing coming up. We've got a big thing coming up soon. We're going to do a live firing on Uncut. Haven't decided yet, but I'm going to do a live firing on Uncut. Probably Bobby.
Who do I get to fire? Who do I get to fire? Send anyone. I don't care.
Yeah. So this. Yep. See you later, then, guys.
Later. Bye bye.
You guys.